Cosmic Girl 101 signing on for the Virgo Rising Astrology for the month of June 2024. This month we're going to be talking about the planetary transits. There's a lot going on, and let's see how it's impacting you, Virgo Rising, this month of June. Opening up the month of June, we're going to talk about the Sun first. And the Sun, well, it's continuing its transit in the sign of Gemini, your 10th house, for the first few weeks. Now, the Sun in Gemini is where you are possibly a lot more visual on the public stage. So you could be doing a lot more work, whether you're employed or not, or even retired. There's a lot of work going on. There's a lot of interaction connected to other people. You're really working on your public image, so you could just be getting into sports or getting a lot more healthier, or even educating yourself when the Sun is transiting in Gemini, your 10th house. But Gemini is about a lot of movement and change. You know, it's a lot to do with communication and connecting with people. So you as a Virgo rising could be really busy at this time, interacting with other people through different philosophies and ideas about your life, connected to your career and your direction and what you actually do. So there's a lot of diverse options connected to your career path, or there's possibly a couple of choices you need to make in regards to what you do. So use this transit to your advantage in as much as what's illuminated that's working and what's not, and what are the other options available to me. June 20, Sun is leaving Gemini and ingressing into Cancer, your 11th house, until July 22nd of 2024. It's the summer solstice time in the northern hemisphere, and it's the beginning of the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. The summer solstice is connected to light, expression, and joy. So when you've got the Sun transiting in Cancer, your 11th house, your friendship zone opens up, or there is a lot more connection with friends. So you may be taking time out from work, or just really connecting with people that benefit your career. Like, who are my allies, my advocates, who's going to assist me in making me feel like I'm on the right path with work, or especially if you're dealing with any authority figures in your life. This is where people will become available and can assist you when the Sun is transiting that 11th house. It's also connected to groups and societies. It's people that we want to connect with. And the Sun transiting here can highlight who's working and who's not in regards to, is this group for me? Or do I need to change up my connections? There's so many different things I can get involved with. So the Sun illuminating the 11th house is where you could be really trying to expand your social connections. Now on to the moons for the month of June. The 6th of June, there's a new moon in the sign of Gemini, your 10th house, and Venus is conjuncting the moon the same day. So we have a new beginning percolating beneath the surface connected to your career zone. What is it that's changing here? That's not visual, but almost seems like you feel like you're on the right track, because Venus is all about values. So you value a new beginning or a new direction connected to your 10th house of public image, how you're seen and known, your career, and also authority figures. The 21st of June, you've got a full moon in Capricorn, your 5th house, and this full moon opposes the Sun in Cancer, your 11th house. So a full moon in Capricorn, trying to separate yourself from too much interaction with other people that's blocking your sense of joy and pleasure. So you might be trying to pursue more romantic interactions, or be more drawn into investments, your athletic pursuits as well, and also to do with your children. So you might be more prone to put a lot more time and effort into the joy and pleasures of your life, opposed to connecting with friends or groups or societies. You might just want to change those up. So this might become obvious on the 21st of June. You're just trying to have more fun, but there could be friends or groups that might be a little bit different to you, and you might need to change that up, or it becomes obvious. Mercury, your ruling planet, on the 3rd of June is ingressing into the sign of Gemini, your 10th house, and this is Mercury's other ruling sign. And Mercury is also your sign ruler, Virgo rising. Okay, so Mercury in your 10th until the 17th of June is going to really open up the doors of options. So a lot of interaction and banter going on connected to your career house. Mercury conjunct Jupiter the same day on the 3rd of June when it ingresses here. So there could be a lot of hype, a lot of opportunities that come your way, a lot of options connected to your career, and also authority figures. Watch before you sign on the dotted line is all I can say on the 3rd of June. Things seem overinflated and almost too good to be true. So be very wary before you make some very certain steps forward connected to your career and authority figures. The 12th of June, you see Mercury squaring Saturn. So there is tension here between agreements, contracts and negotiations, relationships and partnerships to your 10th house. Mercury and Saturn, it's almost as if Saturn's going, hold your horses before you make a decision or sign something. There's something off with an agreement, contract or relationship connected to career and authority figures on the 12th. June 17, Mercury leaves the sign of Gemini, your 10th house, and ingresses into Cancer, your 11th house, of beneficiaries, pleasure with friends, groups and organisations, until the 2nd of July 2024. So another quick transit for Mercury. So Mercury in the 11th really amps up the interaction and the need to travel and connect with groups and people, and really having you fired up in regards to making some decisions and looking at the options connected to who you're actually connecting to. The same day Mercury conjuncts Venus in Cancer, your 11th house. This is almost as if you're aware of what are the options that give you more pleasure. Do I find value in these groups of people or friends, or even what I'm dreaming for the future? Is there allies here? You'll probably find there will be, because Venus is the 11th of beneficiaries, friends, groups and organisations. There's definitely some assistance here of more flow and an organic feel here of people are aligning with you, but it'll be obvious if they're not. The 21st of June, Mercury sextiling Mars. So the 11th house and 9th house in a sextile aspect. It's almost like the green light to go ahead with a future endeavour connected to travel, academia, or just connecting with people that benefit you with legalities or legal procedures that you may be involved with, or just ready to look at the morals and ethical sides connected to groups, and are they in line with your beliefs and your philosophical outlook on life. The 26th of June, Mercury's trining Saturn in Pisces. So there could be an ally here now, or someone that benefits you in regards to an agreement or a contract. A friend could be jumping on board. You could be shaking hands with someone that is going to really lock in a long-term commitment. So the 26th of June sees you anchoring into something that is going to benefit a connection. Planet Mars is transiting Aries, your 8th house, and Mars is in its home sign in Aries, and opening up the month of June continues here. So Mars in the 8th house has you very aware of getting on top of investments and assets, looking at your financial house, who you're partnered up with. Is there problems or conflicts? You're trying to nut out the details of your assets. So Mars has been really having you hyper vigilant about getting down to the details and analytics connected to investments and things that benefit you financially. On the 9th of June, Mars is ingressing into Taurus, your 9th house, until July 20. So Mars in your 9th house has you going on a pilgrimage, ready to commit to travel adventures, ready to jump into a new course in connected to higher education, ready to really look at and connect with the more spiritual, philosophical side of your experience. Could also have a lot of problems or dramas connected to any legal procedures that you may be connected with. But Mars may be also assisting you to be more bold and assertive. The 22nd of June, Mars is going to trine the moon. It benefits you because it's trining your first house from the fifth house and trining your first house from the ninth house. So this day looks as if you're ready to reveal your true feelings and emotions connected to what's benefiting you in regards to an investment, what helps you feel physically in control, what makes you feel very certain about your direction in life, and especially your morals and ethics are on point in regards to making decisive decisions on the 22nd of June. Venus has been transiting in the sign of Gemini, your 10th house, and continues its transit, opening up the month of June in Gemini. Venus in Gemini is fun, but doesn't really stick around very long and really isn't into commitment. So Venus in the 10th house can have you in two minds about anchoring into something solid in regards to a career path, or you could feel as if there's just a lot more options and diversities. You might be spreading yourself too small, and you need to spread yourself like really thin when Venus is in the sign of Gemini, your 10th house, because there's variety available. So you could be having a really difficult time in trying to find harmony in your 10th house, or what you do on a public stage, or even with authority figures. It's a very interesting transit with Venus in Gemini. On the 4th of June, Venus conjuncts the Sun in Gemini. A Venus-Sun conjunction is illuminating what's obvious, who's benefiting you in regards to your career and public image, or even authority figures could be knocking on your door asking you to sign something, discuss something, or there's a sense of someone or a perception that there's some sort of power going on or a power struggle that needs to be looked at. And is it benefiting you, this tension that you have with an authority figure? Or is there something that you need to break free from? Are there other ways to get around some sort of red tape here on the 4th of June? The 8th of June, you see Venus squaring Saturn in Pisces. So your career house is mucking up with your contracts, agreements, relationships, and partnerships. There's a tension here, and it definitely could have a legal connotation to it as well. The 17th of June, Venus ingresses into Cancer. So it's leaving your 10th house and going into your 11th house until July 11, 2024. So Venus in the 11th house of friendships, allies, benefactors that actually help your career is assisting you in lining up with people that are on the right page in regards to your beliefs and your self-belief regarding your career, public image, and also this is where beneficiaries and benefactors can come in and really help you with anything to do with legalities or those authority figures. The 29th of June, Venus sextiles Mars in Taurus, your 9th house. And so a Venus-Mars sextile is beneficial. The two planets that are usually opposite each other, more often than not, are actually in a sextile on the 29th of June. So this is a great day to highlight in your calendar for harmony between groups and allies and friends that are going to benefit you in regards to travel, legal situations, higher education, and even media and publishing. Pluto is continuing its retrograde motion in Aquarius for you, a Virgo rising, your 6th house. So Pluto retrograde in Aquarius can have you really taking a different look or a step back from your usual, habitual places. You might be taking a different direction connected to your work that you do every day. You might be changing up services that you provide to people, or there is an opportunity to look at different ways you can interact and connect with others on a daily basis that impact you and your services that you provide. So you might be able to be more flexible when Pluto's retrograde in that sixth house of services and work and career as well. And also what you do day to day, connected with your physical health and your body. So there's a retraction here or a change up going on. If you've got any physical procedures that need to be dealt with, or you need to change something up physically, this is where you could be actually going through those procedures or really nutting out what it is that you have to do connected to the physical body. Neptune is direct in Pisces, your 7th house, and Uranus is direct in Taurus, your 9th house. Jupiter's transiting in Gemini, as we know, for 1 year, your 10th house, and Saturn in Pisces, your 7th house, on June 29 until November 15th, is going in a retrograde motion. Saturn slowing down, going into a retrograde in that 7th house of agreements, contracts, negotiations, partnerships, relationships, open enemies. Saturn's taking off the brakes here. There's an opportunity here for you to have more flexibility and movement connected to connecting with others. Cosmic Girl 101 signing off now, Virgo rising. I trust you have a fabulous June of 2024. If you do like tarot, I've already uploaded the tarot for the month of June for all the sun signs. Take care and thanks for tuning in.